The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 65. NASDAQ is up 74. S&Ps are off 9.5. Gold contract up $18.90 at $19.85 an ounce. You got silver up 80 cents, $24.16 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 24 cents, $40.15 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now trading down 4 ticks, 139.28. The 30-year off 20 ticks at 181.22. And King Dollar up 63 ticks, trading 93.08. The euro is at 118. The yen is out here at 105.5, and the British pound is at 131 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
I see a lot of red on the board for big technology taking in billions and billions and billions more than the market thought they might last night.
Folks, this is this is about as deviant as markets can get. Okay, I'm sure that the bulls woke up this morning, and I can tell you, I'm a bear, of course. I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and I couldn't believe that the NDX 100 was not to the moon. Okay, because this was a 4 for 4. Bottom line, you have Google down out here this morning, but it's a 4 for 4. Meaning that good numbers. And let me show you something here, man, inside the NDX 100. The bottom line is the FANGs are not going to save this market. Actually, what I want to do is this. First, we're going to go to the Nikkei, because I want to show you what we have is this. The DAX, we'll do the DAX first. What had happened is that the DAX in 6 hours gave back 2 months yesterday. Bottom line, came down hard and fast, gave back right till June 3rd yesterday. The Nikkei did it last night. Bottom line, folks, you don't get these big indices doing this without our indice going south also. That Nikkei last night, man, that just went south in about a heartbeat. And same type of setup. 6 hours got you right back to May 28th. And that correlation, Tom, it was so weird, man, and that it just couldn't hold price. And what I didn't expect, I can tell you what I didn't expect, folks. I expected the S&P to go down, but it was like the NASDAQ was, like, okay, man, what's going to happen here? But let me show you inside the NASDAQ. Everything outside, okay, so what I'm doing here is this. I just brought up the NDX. Now I'm going to bring up the stocks inside the NDX. When you see this, it's pretty dramatic, man. So on the left-hand side, of course, you got Amazon, you get IDEX, you get Apple, you get Charter Communications, you get Facebook, putting, big dollars into it. But watch this when I get down. So you're on number 16 there, right? And it only goes down to 26. Everything else is red. But now I want you to look at the right-hand side of the screen, because it's not that they're down. They're down big, man. These NDS stocks, I mean, you're talking $2, $3, $4 a piece all the way, and we just keep going down and down and down. So that's what you're looking at. And let me tell you something, man. If the FANGs can't save the market, folks, good luck. You better get a freaking 100 life jackets, because this market's going to get sold off, man. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, especially when they're just up huge numbers, man. I mean, I know Amazon sold off from the highs, but the company's still up 4.3%. Oh, when you came into yesterday, almost priced for perfection, man. You're trading at 3,050 from 1,600 and change, and you still managed to trade up 4.3%. Facebook, man, Facebook's up 6.8% still, $6 off its high almost. And Apple, of course, up 5.7%, man, at 400. And Apple, 4-for-1 stock split, man, as they're really trying to open themselves up to the masses. I mean, a stock like that, it might make sense because you have such a cult following. I wonder if Tesla's watching that at all, and Elon saying, hey, why are we trading at 1,500 if Apple's going to be trading at 100?
Oh, it totally makes sense, man. Yeah, I mean, and the key here, folks, is understanding that those Apple, Amazon, Facebook are still up really good, and the NDX can't hold.
Yes,
they're not going to save the NDX, folks. That's the bottom line.
You know what happened when just not to jump in, but when I started seeing the NQs fall apart, right? I said, oh no, what's happening with Amazon? What's happening with Apple? What's happening with Facebook?
Right.
And then I went to them and I said, nothing's happening. They're all up dramatically. And then I didn't even have to go to the other stocks. I said, oh man, the market's getting hit here pretty hard.
And that's really cool because that's exactly what you want to do, folks, okay? Because that tells you so much, man. I did the exact same thing, Tom. I says, okay, one of them got to be getting hit, and then they weren't. And that was really telling me this market's going to get smoked.
I didn't even have to go scanning the market because I knew to offset the types of percentage gains you have in Amazon, Facebook, and Apple alone, there had to be mammoth moves. And I was waiting for you to pull up the movers in there, and there they are. They're all over the place.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, man. I was, what this reminds me of, right, folks, is that I remember when I first started in the marketplace, right, that, you get all good news, right? And the market was down. I used to say, how does that happen, man? I don't even understand it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I of course, when I first started, I wasn't a technical trader, man. I was looking at, hey, man, yeah, good news. You're going to buy this stock, right?
Right.
And it was like, are you kidding me, man? It's like, folks, between the DAX going south, the Nikkei going south, this not holding, folks. Let me tell you something. It's a big deal, man. I mean, it is what it is, and it's almost like, okay, so are those equities? Yeah, they're making all the money, but guess what? You can't survive on 5 out of 100 equities going up, because what will happen as portfolios start getting hit, they will start selling some of these winners. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. And I think, I mean, as dramatic as they are, they can't carry the market if everything else is down, because even in the NASDAQ 100, there's 100 stocks. The 4 or 5 ones we talk about, I think they make up 35, 36, maybe it's getting up to 40 with the moves they have today, percent of the market, but there's still 60% of the market in the NASDAQ 100. You jump over to the S&P 500, still amazing that these companies can represent 15 to 20% of the entire market cap of the S&P 500, but the other companies are still 80 to 85% of that. And You're dealing with some harsh numbers of what's going on in the economy right now, with the GDP down, 32%? Well, if all this business is going to those companies and you have the GDP down 32%, where is the rest of the country? It doesn't take a genius.
And it's going to come into this marketplace next week, folks, okay? They came out with, you had Europe come out with GDP, and they're so much less than we are. People are going to start scratching their head and say, why? Why are we down 34%? And they're only, what are they down, 12 or 13%, okay? So.
Yeah, I have friends overseas, and not even talking about my best friend lives in Switzerland, other friends, and I'm friends with them on social media. And life is so normal right now in some European countries, man, and I'm a little bit jealous. And you see the effects in the GDP, just where you see massive people out, not as many masks, and they don't have to be because they really crushed the curve to almost zero. Not the case in the U.S., man, as you don't have that type of business in a social atmosphere even close right now.
No doubt. Yeah. Dow Industrials right now, Dow 105. We get the NASDAQ up 49. S&Ps are off 12.5. Gold's up $20. You get silver up 87 cents. Dollar can't hold price, folks. That dollar wants 88. Right now, you're up 5 ticks, or 5 1/100ths of a tick, actually. 93.02. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 138. Nasdaq is up 14. S&Ps are off 19. And this is quite a market, man.
Hey, can we jump over to this? Am I showing? Yeah, in my charts. This heat map, because I was just looking at some of these charts, right? On the Thinkorswim platform, you go over to the Market Watch tab. They have these heat maps. And yeah, Apple, Facebook, Amazon really jump out. You can see the size they have in relation to the index. But look at the index, man. This is the S&P 500. There is red everywhere in a big way in this index. You jump over to the NASDAQ 100. Again, huge moves, but you got Google down 4% right now. So that alone offsetting some of this, even with some pretty strong numbers for Google in the current quarter at least. But red everywhere else, man. Everywhere else, you know?
And, you know, what you're going to have here, folks, is that the aspect of the larger players in this marketplace and even plenty of retail traders that have made a fortune on the Apples, Facebooks, Amazon. The real question is going to be if they ever start selling these down, forget it, man. That would be a tipping point in a monster way.
Like you said, some big moves, man. I mean, you know, whether it's DocuSign down 1.5%, Qualcomm down 2%, Texas Instruments 1%, AMD 2.2%. I'm just literally jumping around, you know, big numbers. Starbucks down 1.4%, Tesla shares down 1.3%, Gilead down 3.3%, Amgen shares down 1.2%. Huge moves, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go take a look at a couple equities for a couple of the Tigers in the Tigers Den out here. We got Anglo Ashanti. This is a gold company, folks. The low's 12.66, the high's 38. That's trading at 32.42 right now. So let's see. That came down hard yesterday. 8.7 is the. Yeah, I'd be careful of this one. Yeah, I never like seeing volume coming out of an equity on the way down. Yeah, so I wouldn't be buying this. If you're in it, I'd put a stop like right where we are right now because something's going on here. This thing, when that thing came down with 6.9 million, most of the time you don't get 1 day of that. You know, someone unloaded on this baby, and so they don't come out to August 5th, but that's saying that this can get back to like that $26 area, and you're at 32, 37 right now. So anytime that you see volume come out, let's say the trending stock on the way up, folks, okay? But when you get volume, and like you can see on that chart, you didn't have to be, you didn't have to really look at that chart. It was like so explosive on the way down. That's, someone knows something, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Hey, speaking of knowing somebody, I know you've talked about it. How about that Kodak deal, man? Back to $22. Even yesterday, we're at $40. And those volumes on Monday, man, it's pretty staggering, right? I put this on my chart on a 20-day hourly, right?
Yeah.
So on an hourly basis, on Monday, they look like nothing. But hold on, let me back it up again. But we were doing, you back it up a couple weeks ago, every hour, right? 3,000 shares maybe here and there, 5,000, 14,000, 11,000.
Yep.
You back it up to Monday, man. How about the day starts off with 200,000, 178, right. 49, and then towards the end of the day, right, 271, 299, and 306, man. It'll be very interesting to see how word got out from the government loan to Kodak to start producing drugs, because it got out, man, and that's not how it's supposed to work. Because guess what, man? You went from $2 to 60 million. It's
hundreds of millions of dollars that were made, folks. And what Tommy's saying, which the bottom line is that, so the announcement was not Monday.
No.
And we went from price point. Yeah. It's so far over the top, it's unbelievable. And that's not even the case. I mean, I didn't look at the options, but I bet in the options, someone should go to jail. That's the bottom line.
I didn't even focus on the price on Monday, which definitely mattered. When you put it, I mean, the chart's so out of whack, you can't even see the move it had Monday. But we started the day at around 213 with a low, and we ended the day at 264. That's 50 cents. That's almost 25% itself. That it went up on Monday on, again, hundreds of thousands of shares.
Right.
And, every 1,000 shares you bought, they cost you $2,000 was worth $40,000, man. And there were hundreds of thousands of shares traded. So.
Right. Yeah. Big numbers. Yeah. We'll find out how many congressmen or anyone else that got their mitts on that, or someone that's right next to
right. And that's what makes it, more important, I would say, because the government's evolved, man. Normally you have two financial mergers. Yeah, the information's there. You're dealing with two corporate players, okay? This is an instance where we're dealing with the government handing out money and then telling people ahead of time somehow that they're going to do it. That's even worse, I think.
Well, and you know what the intriguing thing about Kodak, folks, is this, is that though, let's look at this again, because if, in fact, we'll see how this shakes out, but when you read the actual stories, they don't have the money yet. What they did is they signed a letter of intent. So this is going to be really strange if this thing ever blows up and they don't get the money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's intriguing in itself, because when you read the story, if it is a mind blower. I think this whole thing only started let me look at that calendar again. You're talking about 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, they got this thing together, So wow. Let me tell you something, man. This is an inside deal extraordinaire. And if you wonder why people want to be in power, well, this is one of them. There's no doubt about it.
Seriously. Hey, we got a question over on YouTube talking about AG, one of the gold equities.
Okay.
I don't even see talking about a high volume drop on the 23rd of July, 723. And taking a look at that if you could.
723.
Let's see, I'll pull it up as well. AG, 723. Yeah, so on my charts, I'm showing 23 million shares. That's the day that we went from about $14 to $13, but that is the highest volume day when we actually traded lower on the session after that huge pop on the 22nd of July.
Oh, yeah. No, 723 is not, that's not a down day, though. That's okay. So, what the question is that does the high volume,
explain that for people.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, go ahead. To say it's not a down day, just so I understand. Go ahead.
There's a high volume drop at 723. Give you the same pause. No, that is actually the low of the prior day was 1271. That only got down to 1305. The high was 1408. That's pushing higher with volume. That's how that baby. I understand why you could say that. Okay, didn't hold price, but no, that's not even close. That's No, that thing wants a lot higher price, man. AG. In fact, if you take a look at this, this is a personality stock. I mean, this little baby here, you can see it blew away at swing points. You know, look at the man. This just blew it away. Like 83 million shares versus 17 million. Then you put this on a monthly. Yeah, this is on its way up to this $19 level, the $19.15. That's where that baby wants to go.
The S&P's just traded 50 points off of the highs we had last night, man.
5-0? Oh my God.
5-0. We were at 32.73. We just touched 32.23.
Yeah.
Sitting at 32.28, negative 20 points, man, right now. Watch out.
You'll get quite an education out here today, folks. Okay, that's the real bottom line. Dow Industrials up Dow Industrials down 152. Nasdaq is up 27. S&Ps are off about 19. Gold's up 15. Silver's up 68 cents, and King Dollar's up 58 ticks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 167, Nasdaq's up 21, S&Ps are off at 21. Another company, I mean, this was struggling anyway, folks, but the bottom line is that you got Tailored Brands, that's Men's Warehouse. They own a slew of dogs, basically. They're going BK.
Okay.
And you know what hasn't happened here?
Are people not buy one suit get 17 free? Is that not a big deal when people are at home? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, exactly. And we had California Kitchen go.
Pizza Kitchen, yeah, man.
That went BK yesterday. There's monster companies, folks. Going BK that the market really still isn't paying attention to. And
that's a strong band, and they'll be around. They're going to reorganize, right? They're going to reorganize all the debt they had and so forth. But man, a strong brand in malls, and my family, man, we get plenty of those frozen pizzas they got in the frozen section. California Pizza Kitchen as well. So a company like that. I agree, man. They and they got some money in loans I went into, right? That article you sent me, they got and it just none of it enough when your business shuts down overnight for months. Yeah,
and you're talking about monster jobs there, folks. Okay, it's some of these like when you look at Men's Warehouse, that's been going south forever. California Kitchen, not so.
That business
they'd be getting hit. A company had taken them private. Bad scene. Okay, they're going south. But the bottom line is that what you get is that because they had the stores in so many malls, that was hurting, and this just did it. Do you know what I mean? So.
Seriously. Hey, how about the VIX this morning, man? We're spiking, of course, right now as we traded lower. But, I've been talking about it many times on this chart, man. You put it on a daily. This area of 2350, man, the VIX starts getting down here. Watch out in the market, man, because we just came down to a low, remarkable to the penny, 2355, the low we had today. And look at these lows we had, man. Let me back it out again to get it. 2354, the low from early June. We get within a penny, and the market sells off, just as it did then. 2492 was the low from early July, and we were at around 2373. You go back to even July 23rd, 2360. And 2361 from the 21st, and we hit 2355, and then boom, we take off, and we're up, $2 from there.
Yeah, no, it's showing that the bottom line, the reasoning that it won't get lower because you still have the volatility's out there, the selling's out there, and the protection wants to be out there. Yeah.
Who would have thought that you needed downside protection the day after, Apple, Amazon, and Facebook crushed out of the park?
I know. Yeah. That's the thing that is just okay. So what are you going to do for me now, man? That's the bottom line. That's
maybe they're just taking it from everybody, man, and that's what it is as well.
That's a big number, man. That's you can't have just 4 companies ruling the world, folks. Okay, well you can. But my point is that, they have all the money and no one else says anything.
And like we said, if you got GDP going down 32% in the quarter, and you have Facebook, Apple, and Amazon making more money than we all thought even possible, square those, circles, and you understand the decline going on outside of those companies.
Yeah, I want to see you square those circles. Totally.
Nope, good luck.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm telling you. So let's go inside the Dow Industrials and see what's happening there. I mean, because the Apple's got to be putting a fortune into it. Yeah, there you go. So look at this. This is crazy. We bring this up. Oh, man. There's only 2 stocks. There's only 2 stocks that are positive.
Apple's and Merck barely. Merck, an $80 stock, positive by 40 cents,
Apple's putting 150 positive points, Merck 2, and then that's it. That's all she wrote.
It is.
Caterpillar, 43 negative, United Health,
I know
28.
Chevron had their numbers today. I know they're down, and I think ExxonMobil did as well. Chevron's down 4.6%, ExxonMobil's down like 1%.
Those numbers inside of the oil market that they took, the hits, folks, pretty extraordinary.
Oh yeah, well, it was huge, man. What did Chevron take in?
Well, Chevron wrote off the whole Venezuela deal. They should have wrote that off a long time ago. Anyway, these companies, they basically have hesitated for a long period of time. I don't know how they thought that anything in Venezuela is worth any money. Do you know what I mean? But they took it today. They took a $2.6 billion write-off. So.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how anyway, it's...
Hey, billions, trillions, that's the world we're in right now, and it is.
And who would ever think, the thing that's crazy about the energy deal, folks, who would ever think, energy used to be 20% of the S&P. I'm going back 10 years. But bottom line is that I don't know what it is right now, but it's in the single digits. I mean, it's changed dramatically.
For sure.
So let's go see. Let's go look at Amazon here. So Amazon, the numbers on Amazon, folks. Okay, yeah, watch this. Amazon, I think it was supposed to make $1.52, and it made $10 and something. Yeah. So Jeff Bezos is something else, man. I mean,
hey, what happened? Yeah, what happened? Remember last quarter they came out and they said, listen, we usually make X amount of dollars, which is billions, over the next 90 days, and we're going to spend all of those profits on the added expenses.
Right.
Except we're going to do so well. Guess what? We're going to bring $10 to the bottom line.
Exactly. And what ended up happening is when they did break it down, they spent billions on the safety, and COVID. But the bottom line is that they made billions more. And when all said and done, they had $10.30 to the bottom line. And when you actually look at this, which is amazing, that the last 5 years, they've never done $10.30 in a quarter.
Yeah.
So.
And the revenue, man.
Yeah.
Year-over-year percentages from 63 to 88 billion. I mean, think about a year ago what we thought of Amazon. We said, man, they are a giant among giants, right? A year ago.
Yes.
And a year ago they took in 63 billion. They say, well, we're going to up that to the tune of like 40% or something, and we're going to take in 89 billion next year.
Right. And listen, man, they just keep making it easier and easier. I ordered some coffee yesterday, those coffee capsules. So I left my house, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, ordered, 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever. I got home, and it was there. It was like, this is crazy. This is in the middle of COVID, right? It was still, there's certain places, and we're in one of them, folks, that you can get one-day delivery. And I wasn't even asking for one-day delivery. But just, it's a prime deal. But I got home last night, and all the coffee's right there. I said, oh, this is freaking great, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just where you fall, depending. That's how logistically they know exactly where you are, where they can get it. And I've had a couple products actually recently. We ordered some for TFNN to the office and some at home, and we didn't actually get them, and they're always the best. I mean, you heard Jeff Bezos talk about customer satisfaction, right? The one thing I'm always super confident of is that they'll make right the customer usually. And sometimes you can't. You need that thing last minute. You need it that day. What are you going to do? But in this instance, they'll just send you out a new one, man. That's it, period.
Right.
Well, sorry about that. We'll get a new one on the way ASAP. Done.
Yeah. It's a big number. There's no doubt about that. Dow Industrials right now down 142. We get the Nasdaq up 42. S&Ps are off 17.5. Gold and silver, they're holding, man. I mean, you can see they want to whack them. I can just feel it. You get gold still up $17 though, 19.83. Silver is up 74 cents, 24.11. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar's up 37.6. That's not holding price either. Come right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 154. The Nasdaq's up 34. S&Ps are off 19.5. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, right under featured content, this is it. This is the end of the month, folks. Tommy started a newsletter. It's 3 weeks ago now. Congratulations, man. 3
Thanks,
weeks.
Man. I know. Time is crazy. July 31st. Crazy.
You got to love it, man.
Totally.
So let's walk them through, Tom, how this works.
Definitely. So started a report 3 weeks ago. Right now you can get it as a charter member. You save 50%. So the report, I put out weekly reports every Monday. Updates pretty much every day as we've been starting things off, getting a core portfolio of longer term investments, looking at swing trades, shorter term trades, whether it's a couple days, a couple weeks, and some option trades as those come out and present themselves with a nice risk reward ratio. Looking for that as well. You can get in and save 50% off the monthly rate. Now this is even a huge savings as compared to the yearly rate, because you're locking in a rate of $48.50 a month. All right, the yearly would be $785, still would be almost 33% savings, but you can subscribe to the monthly. You add promo code ROCKET, ROCKET, add the code, and you'll see the savings, and that savings is going to stay with you for the life of your membership. We really don't do deals like this. Maybe if we kick off a newsletter, right? I know you got a lot of people in the Gold Report grandfathered in from, I don't even want to say maybe how many years ago you've been doing that Gold Report.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Right.
It's remarkable, man. So yeah, we'll kick it off with
wild.
great.
I know.
No, we'll kick it off with a great special for everybody out there, current listeners. And you can lock that in. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So give it a try. You can go through the archives of the reports I have up there over the last 3 weeks. There's still time to get into, we're looking at the long-term portfolio. That's a longer term, really. Investments, retirement, right? A day, a week shouldn't make the difference in those investments. And then plenty of time in this market for volatility with short-term trading as well. So check it out. This will be the final day that runs through July. And we kick off August trading on Monday, man.
Isn't that wild? August.
It is.
And in Florida, folks, we love the idea that it's August, because the bottom line is that we're coming out the other side. And
August is closer to October than July is, right?
Exactly, exactly.
It's seriously.
Some of the higher volume equities out here today, folks, is at Pinterest. Oh, that got something.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Pinterest and take a look at this. This little baby, up $6.70. That's like 20%. They're still losing money, but the bottom line is that you got an acceleration here, man. Let me look at this thing. So let me see what they did.
I was going to say after the charts, because they're strong numbers. The user,
This is a great site too, folks. That if you want some ideas to go through very quickly, and I can see why I can see people buying on this site. That's what's going on, because I use the site for the real estate market. You know what I mean? Just for great ideas.
So they expect sales to grow in the mid 30% range for the whole of the third quarter, year over year.
Wow!
And so they had some big numbers there.
And what happens? The thing that's wild about these sites, just like Pinterest, right? Pinterest, they don't have to create anything, right? You got everyone creating all this great content, right? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Where people have some great ideas, they're creative, things are different, and all of a sudden you're going through them. And as you're going through them, folks, it ends up, you see something, and you say, oh, okay, man, I like this, I like that. And, the bottom line, the correlation on the other side, if you like it, you're going to end up buying something. You don't necessarily have to do it right there, but in the correlation of what's going on, because it's a direct correlation. Pretty intense, man, no doubt.
Yeah, you build that platform, man, and that's what you're building, right? You're building the ability for those people to communicate, and yeah, they did it in a big way, I guess.
There's no doubt. Microsoft's up $3.80. You got Exxon 73, nothing heavy there. Boeing's down $3. This is going to be a pretty wild day, man. I'm sure for a lot of folks it already is a wild day because depending on how long you've been in the marketplace, I would be, at the beginning of my career, I'd be totally shocked right now if I was long the NDX 100.
Oh man, that's a tough one. You're sitting there, you're popping bottles last night at 4:30,
totally,
thinking,
man.
Where are we going?
You're talking, folks, at 4:30, right? So picture between 4:15, it was 3 for 3, meaning that they did not only just great, they did phenomenal, and the stocks were trading up in a huge way.
Yes.
Then Apple came out, right? And that Apple just blew it away. So by 4:30, it was 4 for 4, okay? At 6 o'clock, so picture what ends up happening, folks. Our time, Eastern Standard Time, the futures open back up at 6 o'clock. And I'm saying to myself, I'm short the S&P, right? I'm saying to myself, man, I am going to get so freaking smoked at 6 o'clock, man. It's insane, right? And they opened up like 9. It was like, what? This is like insane, okay? And that was the first label that was like, okay, man, this is going to be a whole trip. And, needless to say, this morning, when they're still at the same price, it was like, oh my God, this is going to be something else, man. So wild. Big time. And if we go take a look at the dollar, you're going to see this is good news, folks, because what happens is this: it's 10 minutes of 11. When they can't hit the gold market, basically. You get about another half hour. Gold market closes at 1:30 this afternoon. The big pit. I mean, you can basically trade it. There's no doubt about that electronically. You and I trade it right until 4 o'clock.
Sure.
But when they can't hit it, they only get about another half hour to hit this baby. And if they don't get it hit, bottom line, that dollar's going to go south. So that'll keep some juice inside of that gold market.
Hey, how about Caterpillar, if we could jump around? Talk about a reversal of fortunes. Came out with the numbers, looked to be strong, traded to 145, and just like that, we're down to 130, down almost 4 to 5% on their numbers this morning. Yeah,
this is a heads up, man. Now, what's going to be interesting about Caterpillar, like, if you're interested in something like this, folks, you want to keep your eye on this, maybe at $112.
Okay.
Because what happens is that
it's a nice little area.
It is, and that's the highs of the last low on the March 13th. Because let me look at these numbers for a second, because this is what ends up happening. Put the revenue up here. Okay, so they did $9.3 billion. They bought $1.03 to the bottom line. Okay, Caterpillar has the shot to. Bottom line, to really get some now I'm talking a fundamental deal. Technically, that number down there is a decent number. Fundamentally, if this commodity market keeps running, Caterpillar will be a winner in this deal. Because what we would need happen, of course, all the big mining stocks, they're going to have plenty of money to buy. What we would need is the commodities, meaning the wheat, the corn, the beans, to continue higher. If they continue higher, then those farmers will finally have some money again. So
sure,
that's kind of a nice play on the commodity market. Maybe not 2 or 3 months, but that's something to keep an eye on. Because what does happen is that this is almost like an AMAT, applied materials, and what it is that when they get busy, let's say you and I have a mining company, Tom, or a farm, right? when they get busy, we have to put our order in sometimes a year ahead of time. It's that dramatic, you know. That the machines that they make are so big. It's not like we're just going down and picking up a car.
Sure.
That's
a lot of lead time.
Yeah, and the lead time is big. So, you know, it's a nice way that you know where your cash is coming from. You know.
And they had big numbers. They took in $10 billion. They were supposed to take in 9.38, but that's down from 14.4 reported in the second quarter.
The farmers need some money. The farmers are hurting in a big way.
Stuff. Yeah.
Dow doesn't win 50. Nasdaq's up 38. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
you see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam! The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 177, Nasdaq's up 28, S&Ps are down 21, and you can see that you got Apple and Amazon, folks, saving the S&P 500. Bottom line is that they just don't want to sell it down, and you get a little bull bear fight laying out at this 22.26 area. Right now we're at 22.28, so this will be wild watching this whole thing shake out the rest of the day.
Yeah, imagine if Amazon didn't take in $8 billion extra in 90 days, or Apple didn't beat their expectations, where we could possibly be. But
yeah, let's go over and take a look at the small caps, because the small caps bottom line is, I think it's 2 years ago today, not today, but this coming this month that we made the highs. Let's see, so. that August? Yeah. Oh, no, September. September 2018. Isn't that wild, man?
It is.
That's a big disconnect right there, folks. Okay, the first high in the IWM was 173.12. That was in August of 2018. The second one was in January of this year at 170, and we'll see where the last one was made last month, meaning 153. So that is a big number too. And of course, the market participants were saying, okay, yeah, we're going to get a transfer out of the techs into the small caps. The bottom line, folks, people stayed in the techs. The people that bought the techs made a fortune. No doubt about it. They were right. You see the article I sent you telling me about the Robinhood traders were right. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
They kept loading up, and guess what? I hope they sold because they're right. Period. Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, rocking and rolling.
That's
Get
right,
the
man.
saddle, folks, because it's going to be a ride. We got Sink or Swim coming up next. Then we got MM, the Battle Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.